I've been doing bullet journals for about 4 years now, and I know that whenever someone says bullet journaling, people think of the super creative, over the top planning systems wherein each page looks like it should be hung in the National Gallery. Well, that's what I used to think too. I used to be intimidated by starting a bullet journal because I thought I had to make every page aesthetically pleasing or else the bullet journal gods would descend into my bedroom and snatch my Mijel away from me. But no, when I bought my first journal, I set up my own personal system that was simple, effective, and most importantly, easy to do. So, if you want to start a bullet journal for 2023 for the purpose of organization and not aesthetics, well, this video is for you. I'm going to run through my entire system from setting up to the kinds of pages I got inside my journal. For a bullet journal, you basically only need two things: a journal and a pen. If you want to use some other fancy stuff like colored markers and washi tape, go ahead, but I like keeping things simple and lazy friendly. I like using hardcovers with dotted lines instead of blank pages. I find it easier to draw lines and write words into them since there are minimal guides on the page. When you get your gear, you're all ready to start. Now I only really use 7 symbols because honestly they're all you need. A bullet for tasks, and you strike them out when you're done. If the task is cancelled, you put a cross over the bullet, and if it's being moved, you draw a right-facing arrow. For events or appointments like get-togethers and checkups at the doctor's office, I like having a separate symbol, which is a triangle. For deadlines, I use an exclamation mark, and if a task warrants further explanation, I'll use a small arrow to write a little note. After the legend, I always put a huge title page that says the year, and directly below that are my goals for the year. For example, one of my goals in 2023 is to become conversationally fluent in German. Viel Glück to me, I guess! Next, I have an entire spread of the year's calendar. It's very convenient to have this on hand because I get to see the major events for the year at a glance. Most of those major events are birthdays, so shout out to my friends who've made it on this journal. For this spread, I thought it would be cute to highlight the dates of the special events. But if you think they're tacky, then keeping them clean and simple is okay. Now we're getting to the meat of the journal. Monthly spreads are designed to be page breakers and previews of your month. Personally, I prefer drawing small boxes to represent each day, and with the spaces left, I put notes, accomplishments, and favorites. In previous years, I've only ever done the notes part, but this year I wanted to try something new and list down what I've done and what I liked for the month. Fun, right? Now here is the heart of a bullet journal. The whole reason we're starting this thing in the first place is so we can have a personalized planner to organize our messy, chaotic lives. Depending on your preference and the number of pages in your journal, divide the spread. For this journal, I have 4 sections per page, but in previous years I did 3. Let me show you how to use the symbols to write down your to-do list for the day. For example, February 1st, I have to do 2 things: do commission and work on a personal project. And below the personal project, I'm going to write a little note that says Art Board 2, 3, and 4. Once I'm done with, say, the commission, I'll just strike that. But if for some reason something came up and I have to postpone working on the personal project, I'll just draw the right-facing arrow, indicate the date I've moved it to, and done. And since I've moved it to February 2nd, I'll put in a new task here. And you know what? Let's make it a deadline to finish it by that time too. And that's it. Quick, simple, and super effective. If all you want to do in your bullet journal is to plan your days, months, and years, then you can end there. But if you want to add a little more spice to your journal in the easiest way possible, then keep watching. At the end of each month, I want to put a small photo dump of my memories for that specific month. I started it on my last journal, and it turned out really cute, so I'm continuing it on this one. And since personally I just use one page for the photos, I want to also utilize a page next to it by adding some random things. For this one, I decided to do a 2023 bucket list. Nothing special, I literally just wrote 2023 bucket list and then wrote the list. You can do a wish list, a list of books you want to read, a gratitude wall, whatever. Also, I like using the last pages as my notes page. I use it during meetings to write down important details, as notes for seminars and things like that. It makes good use of your journal so that no page is wasted. Now that I've shown you how to bullet journal for lazy people, I hope you take the first step and get yourself a journal. But if you think that it isn't for you, then that's alright. You can do away with the whole personalization thing and just buy yourself a planner, which works just as well. Bullet journaling shouldn't only be useful, but fun as well. So, if you're gonna be a bullet journaler next year or this year, it's 2023, then have fun and I hope this helped.